Hi everyone, and welcome to the Lab 9 ACL configuration. So in today's lab, we will configure the access control list using this topology, and we will be performing these 5 tasks. So first of all, let's go through the definition and understand that what are the ACLs. So ACL, known as access control list, is a set of rules used to control network traffic by permitting or denying network packets. So in this way, it enhances security by filtering traffic at the network or at the firewall. And basically, there are two types of ACL: standard ACL and the extended ACL. So the standard ACL filter traffic based only on the source address. It is simple and basics. While the extended ACL, it has multiple parameters and it uses source, destination address, protocol, and port number to granularly filter the traffic. So that's brief definition of the ACL. Now let's get started with the task. So the first task is to assign IP addresses to PCs and the server. So this is basically server. We have no laptop. And these are the IP scheme that we will be using. These two PCs are in the network 10.1.1.0/24. So PC1 has 10.1.1.1 and PC2 has 10.1.1.2. And their gateway is here defined at the router interface gigabit 01, which is 10.1.1.254. The server and PC3 are in another network, which is 192.168.1.0/24. The server IP is 1.1 and its gateway is 1.254, which is router 1 gigabit interface 0/0. And PC3 IP is 1.2 and its gateway is also 1.254. So I have already assigned the IP addresses and gateway to the PCs as well as the router. So we are done with the task 1. Task 2 is to assign IP addresses to R1 interfaces. So let's get started with the task 2. Let's open the router CLI and let's go into the global configuration mode. First of all, we'll change the router host name to R1. And now I will assign IP addresses to its interfaces. First of all, I will assign the IP address 10.1.1.254 to interface gigabit 01. So I will go into the interface gigabit 0/1 and I will assign it IP address 10.1.1.254 with the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. And since it is in shutdown mode, I will use the command no shutdown to enable it, and I will also give it the description to PC1, PC2. I can also use to switch one. And that's it with the interface gigabit 01. Now I will do the same configuration on gigabit 00 and I will assign it the IP address this 192.168.1.254 and the subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. I will also enable it and give it the description to server and PC3. So that's it for this configuration. Let me save the configuration. So As we can see that interfaces are coming up because I have enabled the interfaces. So we are done with the task 2, assigning the interfaces to router R1. So now if you can check the connectivity, these network will be able to ping each other. These both the PCs are able to access the server as well as PC3, and PC3 is also able to access the PC1 and PC2. So our purpose of the ACL is to allow PC1 to access HTTP server, which is this one, and deny PC2 to access this server while the rest of the traffic will be allowed. And similarly, we will make another ACL which will be to deny PC3 accessing this PC1 and PC2. So let's first check the connectivity without ACL. If I go to the PC2, I go to the desktop and browser, and if I type over here the server IP, it is acting as an HTTP server. So as we can see, currently the server is accessible from PC2. So the our purpose of this lab is to make an ACL to deny PC2 from accessing this server. So let's start with the ACL 1, which is to allow PC1 to access HTTP server and deny PC2 to access the HTTP server. So I will go into the global configuration mode, and now I will make the ACL access list, and I can now type the access list number. This number, since I am making an extended ACL, so this number, this will range from 100 to 119. This is for extended. Since I will be using port number and destination IP for HTTP server, therefore I need an extended ACL. So I will, the range for extended ACL is from 100 to 119. I will use 100, permit, and then the, since it is HTTP, the protocol is TCP. If you write question mark, so these are the different protocol options that are available with me. So I am using TCP, and next I am specifying the source host. So first of all, the source is 10.1.1, which is PC1, and next will be the destination host, which is 192.168.1.1, and at the end it is the EQ equal to, I will give the port number of the destination host, which is HTTP port 80. Port 80 is used for HTTP. I will enter. So this is access list extended having the number 100. I am permitting TCP traffic from PC1 with this source IP to our destination IP, which is server IP, this, and the destination server service, which is HTTP, being served at port 80. The next line for the same access list will be for AC2. So again, I will write the access list 100. This time deny TCP host, which is the source, 10.1.1.2, which is the PC2 IP, and again the destination, which is 192.168.1.1, and again deny access to port 80, which is HTTP. So I have allowed PC1 to access server and denied PC2 to access the server and allow all other traffic. So beside this, I will allow all other traffic using the same ACL permit IP any source and any destination. So all other traffic will be allowed. So I have made the ACL. Next crucial step is to apply the ACL on an interface of the router. So where I need to apply it, since the server is over here, I will apply it at the gigabit 0/0 so that any traffic that goes toward the server is filtered using this ACL. So how I will do it? I will go into the interface gigabit 0/0 and I will apply it using the command IP access group 100 and I am giving the option in or out. I will use out because traffic will be going out this interface. And that's it. So this ACL is applied. Next is I will, so I'm done with the task 3. The next task is to create an ACL for PC3 so that PC3 cannot access PC1 and PC2. So I will make another ACL, this time access list. Let's this time use the number 101 and deny IP host. Host IP is 192.168.1.2 and the destination address. So what is the destination? I will give here the complete network, the complete 10.1.1.0 network. I will use the wildcard address over here, which is 0.0.0.255, and I will enter it and I will allow all other traffic. Always remember that when you create an ACL, you specifically deny something and you should then allow other traffic, otherwise everything will be blocked. So I have made both the ACL. I will save the configuration and now the next crucial step is to apply the second ACL for PC3 on an interface. So since PC3 is over here and it will be accessing PC1 and PC2 over here, so the traffic will be coming over here. Therefore, I can apply it on interface gigabit 0/0 as input ACL. So I will again go into the interface gigabit 0/0 and IP access group 101 and in and exit and again write memory to save the configuration. So we are done with the configuration and now we can see the access list that we have created. So these are the two access lists, extended IP access list 100 and the next one is extended IP access list 101. And this order is also important. So the 100 is permitting PC1 to access the, here we can see the port 80 has been replaced with the www, which is HTTP protocol, and denying the access to PC2. And the next is access list 101, which is denying PC3 to access the 10.1.1.1.0 network. So If you want to check that where these applied, or if you want to make sure that the access list are applied at the correct interfaces, you can go to the interfaces, and here you will see that the ACL are applied. Let me check where it is. Here. Here you can see that ACL are applied. So that's it. Now we will do the connectivity test. First of all, I will access HTTP server from PC1. So I can go to the desktop, and since it is an HTTP server, I can open the browser and type in the server IP 192.168.1.1, and sure enough I can access the web page on this HTTP server. Now, if our configuration is correct, it should not be accessible from PC2. I will again go to the browser inside PC2, and I will again type the server IP address, and here we can see that the page is not loading. It means that it is not, as we can see that it has timed out, so it is not accessible from PC2. We can also test it through this command, telnet command. I can test this. You can test it through ping as well, and the telnet command, telnet 192.168.1.1. Okay, sorry, I didn't specify the port number, which is port 80. I am telnetting the port 80, and sure enough, is it showing me that it is open from PC1. Let me do the same with PC2. Telnet 192.168.1.1 and port 80, and it should not be accessible from PC2, as we can see that it is trying, but it is not accessible and the connection has timed out. So our next, now let's check the second ACL, which was to deny access to PC3, to PC1 and PC2. I will go into the PC3, and I will ping the IP addresses of PC1 and PC2, and here we can see that both of these are not accessible. So it means our configuration is successfully applied, our ACLs are working. I hope this lab has been informative for you people. If there is any confusion or anything else that you want to ask regarding this lab or anything else, you can comment on the video, and I will happy to reply and clear your confusion regarding the configuration or any technical issue. So that's it for today. Please subscribe and share the video by supporting the channel, and we'll see you in the next lab.